Welcome back to The Explainer. You know that feeling when you hit the end of the day and your stomach just feels painfully tight, like a balloon that's about to pop? Yeah, if you're nodding right now, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're getting into exactly why that happens and, more importantly, how to fix it fast. And the best part? We're going to do it using pure biology, not a medicine cabinet.
So have you ever looked in the mirror after dinner and literally thought, I look 6 months pregnant right now? Look, I want to completely validate that for you right off the bat. It is incredibly common to get hit with that sudden, extreme physical discomfort by the end of the day. But here's the thing, just because it's common definitely doesn't mean it's normal. And it is actually totally fixable in just a few minutes once you understand the mechanics of what's happening inside your gut. All right, we really need to reframe this. Because almost everyone assumes that when their pants suddenly won't zip at 8 p.m., it means they ate way too much, or they're suddenly gaining fat, or that's just how their body is. Please, absolutely let go of that guilt right now. This kind of bloating is almost never about sudden weight gain. It's actually just a mechanical issue. We're talking about trapped gas and slow digestion. It is literally a plumbing problem, not a fat problem.
So what's actually going on in there? Well, bloating is basically the physical discomfort from three specific things: trapped gas, swallowed air, or a digestive tract that's just moving way too slow. Think of your intestines like a giant highway system. When you're bloated, you've essentially got a massive traffic jam. The gas bubbles just can't get through, so they build up. And that creates pressure pushing against your stomach wall. Our entire goal today is to clear that traffic.
Okay, let's jump right into tip number 1. Soothe your gut muscles.
To make this work, the magic number is 20. The trick is to sip warm peppermint tea exactly 20 minutes after you finish eating. Now, don't just think of peppermint tea as some cozy bedtime drink. I want you to look at it as a literal biological muscle relaxer. Sipping it right at that 20-minute mark gives your stomach time to start digesting, and then that warm peppermint swoops in, relaxes your gut walls, and clears the path so gas actually moves through instead of blowing you up like a balloon.
Moving right along to tip number 2, speed up stomach emptying.
And the key number for this one is 10. Just 10 minutes of walking after your meals. Literally, that is all it takes. Now, to be clear, this is definitely not about lacing up your running shoes and sweating it out. Actually, heavy exercise right after a meal can completely stall your digestion. We're just talking about a gentle stroll. 10 minutes of light movement physically helps your system push food out of the stomach and into the intestines, which stops that gas buildup before it even has a chance to start.
All right, tip number 3 is all about prevention. Stop swallowing extra air.
For this one, you got to aim for 15 to 20. You see, when you're rushing and eating fast, you aren't just swallowing your food. You are literally gulping down pockets of excess air. So the fix here is consciously chewing every single bite 15 to 20 times. It sounds like a lot, but this one precise metric dramatically cuts down on the air you swallow. It ensures only mashed food goes down your esophagus, leaving the extra air out entirely. It's a tiny habit, but trust me, it has a massive physical payoff.
Now, let's talk about tip number 4, the science of positioning.
Okay, this is basically an anatomical cheat code for when the damage is already done and you just need instant relief. Lie on your left side. Your digestive tract isn't perfectly symmetrical, you see. Because of the asymmetrical way your stomach and colon sit in your abdomen, gravity actually works differently depending on how you're resting. When you lie on your left side, you're literally using gravity to help gas move naturally through the specific curve of your colon. You are aligning your anatomy with gravity to let that trapped air out. Seriously, try this next time you feel stuffed. It feels like magic, but it's just pure anatomy.
And finally, tip number 5, eliminate the air pumps.
There are a couple of super common everyday things that act as literal air pumps for your gut: soda and chewing gum. Just think about carbonated drinks for a second. It's literally liquid injected with gas bubbles. When you drink it, those bubbles go straight into your stomach and just expand. And chewing gum? It essentially forces you to continuously swallow excess air, pump after pump right down into your digestive tract. Try skipping the carbonation and the gum for just one single week. You're cutting off the extra air supply completely, and most people find this alone is a total game changer for their daily bloat.
So let's quickly recap all of this. 5 tricks, 0 pills. First, we've got sipping warm peppermint tea 20 minutes after eating to relax the gut muscles. Second, taking a simple 10-minute walk to physically speed up stomach emptying. Third, chewing slower 15 to 20 times a bite to stop swallowing air. Fourth, lying on your left side for that instant anatomical relief. And fifth, cutting out the soda and gum to eliminate the air pumps altogether.
These are small, biology-backed lifestyle tweaks, but they yield incredibly real results, for sure, and without a single medication.
Which brings me to a question for you. Which habit are you going to change today? I want to challenge you right now. You absolutely don't have to overhaul your whole life. Just pick one of these mechanical fixes, make the tea tonight, or take a 10-minute walk after dinner, or just consciously chew your food a little slower today. Pick one, and I guarantee you'll feel a tangible difference in your stomach by tonight.
Now, before we wrap this explainer up, just a quick reminder that this is for general info and educational purposes, not medical advice. If your bloating is severe, persistent, or you're having pain or unexplained weight loss, that could definitely signal an underlying thing like IBS or a food intolerance, so definitely check in with your doctor. But for the vast majority of us dealing with that annoying end-of-the-day balloon belly, these 5 tips are your ticket to quick relief. So once you finally clear that internal traffic jam tonight,